Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Moxie Fernape, and this is my battle for Week 8 of Season 4 of the Major Pokemon League. This week I'm going up against Turbo and his Phoenix Midnight, so definitely check out Turbo. Link will be down below, as it always is. So, well, see on the screen, I'm actually playing Dan. Well, I'm physically playing Dan because Turbo, I don't know what the deal is, but he hasn't been like physically playing his games. He has I think Dan's always been the one that's been his puppet. But, like, they'll be in a call, I guess, maybe on Skype so they can screen share. Not quite sure how they're doing it, but, like, they're in a call and, like, Dan's saying what's happening, and Turbo says, like, click this, do this. Dan's not really helping or doing any, well, Dan's just clicking the buttons. Dan's not actually thinking or helping Turbo in his plays or anything. So just wanted to let you guys know there. But yeah, so my team, not going to do a team builder because a couple reasons. Well, one, I'm tired. It's late Saturday night and I have to get home, so I'm tired. The video's going to be shorter this way, so that helps you guys too in terms of just watching it. But also because if I make the playoffs, which if I win this game, my chances go up. I'll actually talk about playoff scenarios in just a second, but if I make playoffs, I might want to bring some similar sets and some similar things, so I don't want to talk about some stuff and show it if I don't need to, and if I didn't in the battle. Let me actually talk about the playoff scenario right now. So, at the top, so yeah, the top 4 teams, I think they're 5-1. That's it, yeah, Eric Ashton. He's 5-1 right now. He hasn't played his Week 7 game versus Tone. He's gonna make it out in Week 13 in the makeup week, just because they weren't able to get done Week 7. But that's fine. It's all good there. So he's sitting at the top at 5-1. Then Turbo, Rob, and Lynx are all sitting at 5-2 right under him. So then after that, I'm 5th place, which is in the playoffs, right outside the race, and I'm sitting at 3-4. After me is Brandon, 3-4, Mega League is 2-5, Rogues 2-5. So that's just how the conference is looking in the standings going into this week. So if I win, I won't be in playoffs as of now, but we still have, after this 4 more games to go, so it doesn't quite matter yet from in playoffs. But if I win, then Turbo is going to be 5-3 because he'll lose because I'm beating him here. And then I'd be 4-4. But if I lose, I'm 3-5, Turbo's 6-2, that's bad. And also, then the other 5-2 coaches could also potentially lose. So I'll be 1 game out if I win this game. 1 game out from at least 1 coach. So that'd be awesome. But my team, I'll just give you a brief little rundown of it. So we got Snorlax here, a Figgy Berry Gluttony set. Just 3 attacks and recycle here. So I can get my Figgy Berry back intact and then kind of heal up. Yeah, I can heal up, keep Snorlax pretty healthy. It's meant to be like Gengar check and stuff, and check other threats. Yeah, but the Gluttony Figure set's pretty cool, because I can switch in, take a hit, and then still be healthy afterwards, which is awesome. Mew is Calm Mind here, Calm Mind, 2 attacks and roost. Pretty dope there. Lando is Scarf with Stealth Rocks, 3 attacks. Sylveon is, it's a cool set, it's kind of weird. It didn't get to show a whole lot, so I'm not going to go too in depth, but, we got our Stab, we got Calm Mind, and yeah, I have Wish here. I forgot what my last move was. It was Baton Pass here, yeah. So, yeah, I was just trying to maybe pass some Calm Minds into Mew. That's the plan if I was able to get the chance to do that. It was kind of cool. I figure, I don't need Sylveon to stay too healthy, so I don't know, that's just the thought process there. It's kind of cool, maybe pass some Calm Minds, so it was fun. Surface 3 attacks and Synthesis. And then Scolpede. Didn't get shown much, I don't think, so I'm not going to talk about Scolpede. It's got some moves, it's got some speed. It's enough to outspeed his, whoever's next fastest mon is, his Gengar, yeah. So enough speed to outspeed that, so it's got some coverage, it's got some moves, I'm not even really going to talk about it at all. But yeah, that's the team there. Rogue, I recorded my battle, and he genned it, because he is a lad, so thank you to Rogue. Rogue will, link will be down, link to his channel will be down below, as always, because Rogue always gens, and he's super consistent and super awesome, and just cool. So, my plan when I saw his team, lead Snorlax, because I felt like Snorlax was a fairly safe lead. It's nice versus everything, barring Conkeldurr, which, I have decent switch gyms, too. So I felt like it's alright. He does lead with the Gengar, so that's pretty good, because, Snorlax is my switch into Gengar. That's awesome. Focus Blast, if he's Scarfed or just non-boosting. Then it does like a little over half, I believe, but I can take that decently well. With my Figgy Berry, I'll be back to almost full, so that's nice. I think I just go for Earthquake here, just to play it safe. I thought about going for Ice Punch, maybe just to get off some neutral damage if you switched out into Togekiss or something, or this. But, you know, it's not a big deal. So I can't really judge a set too much because that just does so little anyways, and I'm not quite exactly certain how much he lost from that. It looks like he's pretty bulky, but I'm not quite too sure based on that. So we're going to my Sylveon here. I would have gone into my Mew, but I was fearing a Sleep Powder potentially. I don't think he would have gone for it there, but in case if he does have it, I don't want to go to Mew and start setting him just yet. Because I don't want my Mew to be sleeping. I'd rather have Sylveon, which isn't quite as valuable. So I just go for that there, get off some good damage. Do around half, so let's show us he does not have the what's it? AV there, the Assault Vest. So he goes into Darm there. I wish just to try to stay healthy. I believe yeah, that's what I'm doing. I switch out here into Snorlax just because Sylveon dies, so I can only stay in. Snorlax is the closest thing I have to a switch in. It's still taking fire, but it's neutrally because I'm not running the Thick Fat, running Gluttony. But after the Figure Berry and Wish, I'll be fine. I'll be back at full. Kind of wasting the Wish because like the Figure Berry puts me back to full almost, but the Wish helps me out a bit. Yeah, they go back to pretty much full than Wish. So, but Darm takes some damage. Looks like he's not Band-Aid, it's not Life Orb. So he's probably Scarf. It's what I'm thinking he is for sure. So he switches out into his Conkeldurr, I think. Yeah, that's Conk. So I go for a Cycle. Just get my Figure Berry back intact, just so I can switch into stuff later from Darm, from Gengar, just to stay healthy, keep Snorlax alive. So that's the thought process there. So here I make it kind of ballsy, but he stays and goes for Fire Punch. I thought he'd go for Knockoff. But even if he went for like a Drain Punch, that does like 60% around there. So I would still be at like 90% after my Figure Berry. So I thought, you know, I could do a decent chunk of damage there, around like 30, 35, just like 35%. I thought, you know what, that'd be worth it. Worth it to get off the damage there. And then Snorlax can stay kind of healthy, even if he does go for Drain Punch, which I didn't think he would have. Thought he'd go for Knockoff, which would have done around 20%. I wanted to go into Sylveon or Mew there, but I don't know, I made it kind of balls to play with Snorlax, and it kind of worked out because he went for Fire Punch, which is cool. So Snorlax still has his Figure Berry intact, and I'm still really healthy, so it's pretty good. So he goes into Torchigus here as after I brought him my Mew and the Drain Punch. I go for Psychic. We do like nothing here, showing he's specially defensive. It looks like he's fully especially defensive. I'm faster than him. I have max speed, and I'm timid anyway, so even if he was max speed timid, I still have speed. And we see lefties, so it's not like Scarf, but bulky or anything. I don't know. So I just have to call Mines there, because I figure even if you Thunder Wave, it's fine, because I have Synchronize. So you're going to be paralyzed too, so I'm still going to outspeed you. So yeah, he just goes for that. Just goes for the Air Slash there. Does a little bit, but not much at all, and I can reduce that damage off, so I'm not even worried. I'm eating up his hits. So +1 Mew's looking like a threat. I think I just Roost here just to stay healthy. I could have Psychic to get off some damage, or maybe Ice Beamed, but I figured I'm not going to do it to him anyways, not quite yet. So yeah, I just Roost stay healthy as he goes for the slow B pass there, which is kind of cute. It's kind of cool. Goes right into his Darm. So I'm sitting at +1/+1, and Darm is looking like a Scarf. It's not a boosting item for sure, or it looks like it's not. So let me actually stay in. Let me pause. So I stay in here, as you can see. So I thought about switching to Snorlax, but I thought, you know what, Mew can take any one hit, and even though Mew's hopefully going to win this game. That's what I'm trying to do with this team, and based on what he brought, I think Mew is looking like a big threat. So that was really the plan with my Gold's team. Mew was the win con here. So I know it can live any one hit. So I figure I can stay in and knock this thing out, which if I'm a little lower, this is something that can check me and potentially stop my Mew from sweeping. So if I can get it out of the way now, I'm fine. I can heal off for something like Conkeldurr later or Torchigus. Can't really switch into Conkeldurr too safely, so I might have to sack off Mon if Mew is so low. But that's fine because Mew's my win con, and if I can get Mew in a spot to win, then that's fine. So he goes for the Flare Blitz there. That was a lot. That's so much. I think he had a kind of high roll, but not a big deal. It wasn't max. It's not too important. So I just go for Psychic, easily knocks him out. It did like 65 to like 75%, something like that. I mean, it was like 66 to 77, something around the lines of that. I forget exactly, but he brings in his Zygarde here. So, I was after I knocked out Darm. The score, I think, 6-5 at this point. So, I think he knocked him out with E-Speed here, like a Life Orb E-Speed here, I believe. It was a roll. It's like a roll. It's like a 50-50 roll. Knock me out. Banded, I think, definitely knocked me out. So I figure he's gonna go for that there. He's gonna go back here. I don't know if he's life or banded, but he can bluff it here, and you know, it is what it is. So I switch out because I'm like, okay, well, Musement went down. I can't let it just die here. Even though I could have thing if, and I'm gonna outspeed it naturally because I'm max speed timid. I'm gonna outspeed Zyger naturally. I thought, you know, he'd go for that, but he went for Outrage, which I felt like was kind of weird because I could have switched one. I could have switched into Sylveon, and two, I still have it around in the back, so I felt like it's a kind of weird play, but we see from that he's not Life Orb, he's not Bandit or anything, so he's not, well, I guess it could be Scarf. I don't think it would be. So my lefty's there, put me in range for, I think it was a roll to kill me. I'm not quite sure what the roll was. Pretty sure it was some kind of roll. Not quite certain. But I just go right into my Sylveon because, you know, Outrage is locked in. Reswitching, I can get off a Wish pretty easily, so I figure, you know, why not? So, I mean, in hindsight, I could have stayed with Mew and Oko down. But I didn't think he'd click Outrage. I thought he'd try to knock out my Mew. But I guess, you know, it is what it is. So he goes into, or I go into this. So he Dragon Dances as I wish, which interesting that he Dragon Dances. It'll make a little more sense in a second, and it made a little more sense to me, but still, it's kind of weird play. I mean, I guess it makes all right sense because now you'll see his item in just a moment. So he gets 1,000 arrows. I'm sitting at 108 there. So it was. I remember the roll, or I think the roll was like 93 or something. I forgot what the min roll was, but I remember the max. He was Jolly, we saw from the damage on Serp and Sylveon there. Or, we know he was Jolly from the damage on Serp. And he's not banned, he's not life or anything. So the roll was, max roll was 109, I remember, on Sylveon. So he needed, I was at 108 there, so he needed a nearly max, or, yeah. He needed a nearly max roll to knock me out, or a max roll to knock me out. So he needed a very high roll to knock me out there. So I live, fortunately, which is dope. So I go for the, yeah, just gonna stab me over there, my HP Hyper Voice. So, but he has the the Roselli Berry there. So I guess it makes a little more sense why he Dragon Danced in hindsight. But get the wish back. I'm at 1 health higher, so it's kind of funny. But so he just needs a max roll to knock me out. I'm hoping, come on, Fairy Doge, pull through. Don't get max rolled, please. And actually get the min roll, which is kind of funny. It doesn't matter at all. He just needed just anything but a max roll, and I was fine to live. So Sylveon's gonna be able to knock out Zygarde here, which is awesome. So we're looking alright after that. I was a little scary for a moment. He was able to knock out my Sylveon there. That could have been very bad, but Sylveon, Fairy Doge was able to pull through. So he goes into the Gengar there. We're up 6-4. That looks pretty good. So I just go into my Snorlax, my dedicated switch in, to chew this Sludge Bomb, Sludge Wave, Sludge whatever. He does a chunk here. I believe he puts me in the figure range. Yes, he does, but I'm going to be at pretty much full health, it looks like. Yeah, we're 5 off. So here, I think I go for Ice Punch, maybe Earthquake, I don't know. I forget what I went for this turn. So he brings in Conk, which I thought he might, but I thought, you know, it's fine. I'm just going for Ice Punch, get off decent damage if you're going to ring in Togekiss or Tangrowth. So I get off a decent chunk on Conk. He's around like 60% now, so that's fine. I go into my Sylveon here just to sack it off so I can bring a Mew for free. Knockoff does not 2KO my Mew, unless he's a boosting item, which it looks like he's not. Because I'm running the Z Crystal, the Ice Z Crystal. So he's not going to be able to 2KO me because he does not be the item boost for knockoff. So that is pretty cool, pretty cute. So yeah, I bring in Mew, as I said, because I find this gives me a chance to roost here because I outspeed him, and after I roost I can live in one hit, so you know it's a good chance. So brings in Gengar, kind of. I don't know. It wasn't. I mean, it makes sense. I guess he thought it was gonna roost, but he hadn't seen. Or no, wait, no, he did see roost. Okay, yeah, he did see roost earlier. Okay, yeah. At the time, I think I forgot that he saw roost earlier, so I thought, oh, it's kind of an interesting play because I might have not had roost. I could have just gone for Psychic there, but okay, yeah, never mind. He had seen roost, so I guess that makes more sense now. So yeah, he can bring in Gengar, which is really the only thing he has on his team left to directly threaten my Mew, so it makes sense why he did that. So I go into Snorlax as he makes a pretty safe play there, goes for Sludge Wave, I guess. It wasn't gonna help him out too much either way if I did stay in with Mew or if I switched out into Snorlax, but it was just a nice safe play in either direction, so it's alright. So gets off decent damage there, but then he goes for Focus Blast, lands it because he's lucky and bad, but it's hard. So he does a lot, but I live. We're good. I took for the EQ there. He lives, but not a big deal. He could have been Sash. I'm not quite certain what his spread was, or what his set was, his item. He's not Scarf because we saw he switched up moves from Sludge Wave to Focus Blast. So yeah, he goes for Sludge Wave, knocks me out. That's fine. So Snorlax did your job though, so I'm fine with just sacking you off there. Because I think we're going to Lando and just pick you off here. And then if you do stay in, then I believe Mew just beats the rest of your team. So yeah, I just pivot here. Go for that because even if you switched, it's fine and it can still kill Gengar. Even though I think you quad resist U-turn, you're so frail and so low, it's fine. So we get a little kill for Lando there, so that's cool. Lando just comes in, clicks it, and it's out. So we can bring a Mew. We're up 4-3 at this point, and all that's left is Togekiss, Tangrowth, and Conkeldurr. So I believe Mew can just win. I go for my Z move here because I figure in case if he is Sleep Powder, which he might be, I don't think he is, maybe, I don't know. In case if he is, I don't want my Wincon here to be asleep, so I'm just going to go for the Sub-Zero Slammer. It's a cool animation here, probably in the thumbnail, I don't know, probably make that. Yeah, Mew's going to just do its awesomeness here, it's dope, and it's going to be able to knock out Tangrowth. Let's use Yachi Berry, but he's not, so Tangrowth goes down, and all that's left Togekiss and Conkeldurr, which my Mew beats both them one-on-one. Unless if Togekiss maybe Nasty Plot or something, which it could be, potentially, but even then, I still have Speed You, and I can still boost with Calm Mind myself, so, you know, I think Mew can beat Togekiss here, so we're looking good, unless if anything crazy happens. You should be able to clean up the game and win this in a 4-0 for us, so you just can go for Air Slash a couple times, and, but yeah, so I'll just let this play out here just for a second. Going into this game, so Mew only had 1 kill, and then I looked at that at one point, and I was like, oh wait, I need to fix this. So, you know, Mew is my win con this week, and Mew is able to kill Darm and Togekiss and Tangrowth so far. But spoilers, I'm just gonna say it. You probably can realize at this point, Mew's gonna be able to win. It can just Calm Mind and Roost, and I just Roost here. I'm just trying to play this as safe as possible in case of maybe his Conkeldurr has the Payapa Berry. And then maybe gets a crit with knockoff or something. I'm just trying to keep this as safe as possible, make sure I'm at enough health in case that happens. And I think I set up to +3, just so that I make sure I 2KO him. I don't know if I need to be at +3 to 2KO him. I think I did if he was fully spit F. I don't know if he quite was fully spit F. If not, he was close to. So I might have been able to 2KO with Ice Beam at +2, but I don't know. He misses Air Slash. It doesn't matter at all. Let's go for Ice Beam. I'm going to be able to 2KO him, so that's cool. So yeah, we're going to be able to knock out Togekiss and knock out Conkeldurr the following turn, so that's awesome. Mew's going to be able to pick up 4 kills, and we're going to be able to win this game in a 4-0, as we'll see in just a bit here. My computer's slow, let me plug it in. So, the Braviaries, we have fought our way back into this playoff race, and that is awesome. I am hyped. We're not in the playoffs right now, but that's all good. So Turbo lost this game, because, you know, I beat him here, so Turbo lost is 5-3. So that's cool. I go up to 4-4. So in the other games, I know Rob also lost. He played Eric. So Rob lost there. And Rob actually got 6-8. Celesteal is a threat. So Rob falls to 5-3. And Lynx also lost. Lynx is 5-3 too. So we're sitting behind 3 5-3 teams. They take the 2, 3, and 4 seed. So yeah, we have Rob, Lynx, and Turbo. They're in the 2, 3, and 4 seeds right now, and I'm right behind them. I'm in the 5, well, not actual seed, but I'm in the 5 spot, not in the playoffs, but I'm sitting right out of it. I'm at 4-4, but I've won 3 games in a row. I'm looking hot, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. But yeah, so feeling pretty nice. This is good. After I was 1-4, I was feeling down. I was like, oh, shucks, man. But I was like, you know what? I'm not out of the playoff race yet. Gotta keep fighting. Gotta stay alive. And I have fought, and I am still in it. And I've made sure I am still in the playoff race, and I am. And we're 4-4. We're alive. We're alive. That's where we are now. So next week we play a very tough opponent, the 6-1 AS Rowlet, coached by Eric. Yeah. So Eric is very good. He is scary. He's good. He's good. So that's gonna be a tough game. We lost him in week 2. Celesteal is a threat. It swept Rob this week, but you know it also swept me in week 2. So it's going to be interesting to see how I will face off against Eric and his team on the AS route. So definitely a tough matchup. I've already kind of started to try to build for it. It's tricky. It's interesting. But anyways, I'll see you guys next week with a battle. I don't think I'll do team builder there either, just same reasons. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. This was a fun battle this week. Definitely check out Turbo. Link will be down below. Check out Rogue. He's awesome. He's cool. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys with the battle next week versus Ashton Akai. But yeah, bye-bye.